What's up guys, we are back with another Anime Defenders video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about what are the best ways to get gems. Now, in this game, gems are pretty hard to come by in comparison to other tower defense games, and even more so now with the unfortunate nerf of macros, but it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, we still love the game, don't we? So we're gonna find a way to get those gems. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, for this video, we're gonna be talking about 3 methods that I think you can use to get gems. And we're gonna be rating them from worst to best. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, for the first method, we're gonna be talking about farming infinites. Now, out of the 3 gem methods that I'm gonna talk about, I think this is probably the second best one, because although you're not going to be getting an insane amount of gems as you might be able to with some of the other methods, you know, this is old reliable. We've been doing infinites for a while. You guys know how infinites go. You farm up those gems, you either reach wave 31 so you can get your rerolls, or wave 46 if you want 2 rerolls, or you know, you just go as far as you can manage to go. And the reason that I'm going to say this isn't as good as some of the other methods is simply because it's pretty time consuming. And you know, you used to be able to AFK macro this with multiple accounts, and man, those were the glory days. But now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the devs have added a anti-macro feature. It didn't really mention it in any of the update logs, but I'll save you guys the details. If you macro on your accounts and the game detects that you're macroing, it'll lock you out of being able to run anything on that account. You can't do story modes, you can't do challenges, you can't do anything. You're gonna have to wait a set amount of time until they decide to like let your account start playing again. And you know, as unfortunate as that is, and although I may have some strong opinions about that little change that they made, that is the reality of the situation, right? There's nothing that we can do. So the only thing that's left to do is look at our options. And this is one of our options right here. Farming infinites. It's never going to be a bad idea. It might not be the most efficient way of doing things, but if you have some time on your hands, you know, run some infinites. And go for the ones that you have challenges on so you can get those extra gem quests as well, because that's also very useful. And on this map, this is the hardest map in the game right now. I'm just doing this for funsies, but obviously you guys don't have to subject yourselves to dealing with these flying enemies, 3,000 health on round 12. But yeah, third worst, not third worst, I say, yeah, probably the worst method. Worst method in this video, farming infinites, but don't let that discourage you. This is still a very, very good method. Make sure you have some hybrid units, or units that can hit air if you're going to be doing these higher stages, because you kind of need them. So, with that being said, I'll move us into our second method, and in my opinion, this is my favorite method. So, yeah, let's go. Here we are on method number 2. So, the second method of getting some pretty quick gems in this game is going to be Infinite Tower. Now, this is my personal favorite method, and in my opinion, it's probably the best method out of all of the ones in this video. And the reason I say that is solely because of the fact that it's consistent. Sure, infinites are consistent too, but this one is not only consistent, it's going to net you more gems, like per hour, than infinites ever will. And even though you're going to get rerolls on infinites, guess what? This also gives you rerolls. And, you know, if you don't know how Infinity Tower works, you're basically just going to be running these little 15 round stages, and the track is going to change every little bit. And the enemies get progressively harder each stage. Now me, I'm at a pretty low stage right now. I think I'm in 27 or 28. And that's just because I haven't had the time to grind these out, but trust me, if I could sit here and just dedicate a day to getting to room 100 or however far I could make it, you know, I'd definitely do that. Because it's such a good way of getting gems. It starts off pretty meh, not that good. You're only getting 100 gems per clear, but that's still not bad at all. You know, that's what you're getting for clearing a story mode on the first completion. You're going to be getting that for doing every single one of these. Now, once you get to wave 15 plus, that's when you start getting the real gems. You're going to start getting 200 gems per clear. And the higher you go, it goes to like 300, I think. And I don't know if it goes above 300, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. You're going to be racking in a lot of gems from doing this. I think if you reach floor 100, you're going to be at 120k, 140k. I know you're going to be well over 100k gems if you manage to clear all those rooms. And they're not even hard. Like, these guys, how much health do they have? Yeah, like, not even 200 health, and I'm already on room 20 something, like high 20s, almost at room 30. And these guys are absolutely no issue at all. If you have any mythical unit, and I mean literally any mythical unit, you're going to breeze past most of these stages until you start having to fight with flying enemies. Then you might want to get some hybrids in here. There's some hill units, so you can deal with that. But yeah, this Infinite Tower, it's by no means hard. Pretty simple to do. You don't need the most meta units in the game to go far in it. If you have Electric Cyborg and he's a legendary, like, I'm pretty sure you could make it to the 50s just with Electric Cyborg, probably higher. But I'll be conservative and say you'll easily make it to the 50s. Pro tip for this game mode: get multi-hit units. Like Frieren, even though she's kind of falling off in the meta, she is amazing for this game mode. Why? Because off placement, she's multi-hit, and you upgrade her, she keeps her multi-hit until she becomes full AoE at like upgrade 5, Dispelling Magic. Yeah, I don't even upgrade her past upgrade 4 just because I don't want to get that full AoE. But yeah, get multi-hit units because they're gonna shred that little blue health bar right there, which is really, really annoying, and any enemies that spawn in with shields. Make sure you get some multi-hit units. Make sure you get critical, because that pairs very, very well with multi-hit units. If you notice, on every attack that I'm doing with Frieren, I'm almost always landing that critical damage because she's a multi-hit. So, you know, that really works out for me. I accidentally upgraded this too far. Well, now you see, she's full AoE, which could still be useful in this game mode. And yeah, look at these guys go. Multi-hit with critical, absolutely annihilating these guys. Oh man, what was that? Okay, yeah, that's her on full AoE. But yeah, this method will get you a bunch of rerolls. It'll get you a bunch of risky dice, a bunch of gems, a bunch of coins. I don't know if it drops Frostbinds, but what I'm trying to say is you'll be pretty kitted out. You're gonna have a lot of loot just from doing this alone. And I'm gonna say, out of all the methods, not only is this the best, this is also my personal favorite. Because it's one of the only things that I feel like you can do in this game where you're actively playing and it feels like you're earning good enough rewards. Because, you know, in this game, sometimes it might feel a little monotonous to grind, but I have fun on this. I honestly do. Look, final boss, it's only 12k HP. That's absolutely nothing. But yeah, look at that. 222 gems, risky dice, and a trait reroll. That only took 5 minutes. Really, really good. And that's going to wrap up method number 2. So let's get right into the very last method. Alright, and for the third and final method of today's video, we are going to talk about trading. More specifically, profit trading. Now, the main way that you make gems by trading is you're going to buy stuff, right? Buy secrets, buy Frostbinds, risky dice, mythics, buy rerolls, and try to get them for cheap. You know, if you know your values, that's not going to be too hard. If you don't, you might have to look up a spreadsheet or something. Or if you're buying units, just look at the wrap, and that'll give you a pretty good idea of what units are going for. But yeah, you can make tens of thousands of gems with this method, but in my opinion, It's my least favorite method. Although it has the potential of being better than both the methods that I listed in this video, it's a gamble more than anything else. And the reason that I'm saying that is because when you're looking for a good trade, right, you'll spend like 20 minutes hopping from server to server, and this thing doesn't even work half the time. That server selector, you'll click a server 10 times, and it'll send you to some random server in India with 2000 ping, and you will never know why. But yeah, you server hop over and over again, looking for secrets that are underpriced, which is already hard enough. Like, if you're looking for underpriced secrets nowadays, good luck. It'll take you a little while. But yeah, don't get me wrong though, it doesn't mean that this method's bad. There are plenty of people who don't know their values, who are selling stuff for cheap, selling stuff because they don't know what it's worth. And if you don't like doing it on this, you can always go on the Discord server and look for trades, which, you know, that's also going to work. But that's going to wrap up our third method, and I do want to make a whole extra trading video. That'll be a whole different video on its own. I got a suggestion from someone about that. Someone commented that, so I'll be trying to do that for him. But yeah, that's our third method, and let's go on to the end of the video. And that is going to be bringing us to the end of our video. If you guys enjoyed the video or learned something new in any way, shape, or form, feel free to like, sub, drop a comment, all that good stuff. And hope you guys had a good day wherever you are, and we'll see you in the next one.